Hey there, this is Terry. I wanted to give you a behind the scenes look at a campaign of mine that has been doing extremely well for a pretty long time. It kind of touches on two really important factors when you're running Facebook ad campaigns. Number one is really the power of social proof and the fact of having a product, if you're selling a product that says what it says that it's going to do, that really just helps things tremendously. And second, just the power of retargeting and how you need to kind of vary it up and really test different ways to retarget to see what gets you the best ROI. So we're doing those things really well on this account. So just wanted to give you really a behind the scenes look at how you make those things happen. So this client is actually in an e-commerce space. So we're selling a hair care product and it retails for $16.99. There's other products available, but I would guesstimate that 85 to 90% of our sales just come from that single product with a pretty low price point. So when you take that in consideration, these numbers look a lot better. So the lifetime numbers, you can just take a quick look. We spent just north of 23K on this campaign, and we have brought back just a bit less than 125K in purchases. So that's pretty good. We have a cost per purchase across the board of $4.10. Add to cart of $2.67, and these numbers are ridiculously good, but that's kind of where we need to be at because we are selling a product that is only $16.99. So in order to really get massive ROI, that's kind of what we needed to happen, and we were able to do that. So like I said, the first thing is just the social proof. So we started this campaign probably about 4 or 5 months ago. So there was an advantage at the beginning. He previously sold this product on Amazon, so we were able to get a list of some buyers from that. So we were able to quickly start leveraging the power of lookalike audiences, which really helped kind of accelerate the performance of this campaign. But even still, in the beginning, we weren't really hitting this level of ROI that you see now. It takes a lot of testing, which if you watch my other case study videos, you will find out how I set up. But again, for this one, just want to look at the element of social proof. So we're actually running a video ad for this campaign, and it's just an explainer video that's kind of cheesy, but again, it works. But so let's focus on this. So the way that you set up your campaigns is crucial to make sure that all your social proof is being tied in together. So I made sure that we were doing that across the board. And if you look at some of the comments, what makes me cringe sometimes is when I see Facebook ads on my newsfeed, because being an advertiser, I like to see what other people are doing just to get ideas and things like that. But when you see ads that are selling products and people are leaving comments and things like that, and there's just no responses from the brand or the company, that definitely puts off people, because when people see your ad, they're going to look at the comments, especially if you're selling stuff. This stuff is very important, so you want to give your brand a voice. So you want to be in here giving feedback and answering people's questions and concerns. So that's really number one. If you take a look at some of these comments, you see that we're quickly making sure that all of these are being responded to in a timely fashion. So that goes a long way when people come across this ad and they take a look. This gives a voice to the brand. It shows people that they actually care, and that goes a long way in making sure that you're moving product. But even more important is that once we started getting sales, people see this ad and they just naturally going back and they say that it works. Like this one, I have never wrote a review before until now. I had to, because this product works. I have natural locks and the edges were receding, blah blah blah. The results was amazing. I keep telling my friends about it. this stuff right here, this is gold. This is priceless because, again, people are going to read this stuff. So when they see reviews like this, with this type of social proof attached to it, and they go down here and they just keep seeing that people have having good results, that changes the game. People are going to start buying this stuff, and that's exactly what has happened, and that's why it continues to happen, and we continue to have a sky high ROI on this campaign because the product does what it says that it's going to do. I always tell clients, no matter what you're doing, if you're running Facebook ads, whether you're selling a product or you're providing a service, you need to do what you say that you're going to do, because that is what's going to change the game. This Facebook thing's all about, social proof. So if you do what you do and you do it well, it's easy to let people know about it, and it's kind of like a snowball effect. So always keep that in mind. And the second thing that we want to look at is retargeting. So for the main campaign, we've had like almost 81K in sales on 17. So that's a pretty good ROI for sure. But look at the retargeting. We spent 5,800, and we've had over 43,000 in sales. So that looks to be pretty close to 8-to-1 ROI, which I'm sure anyone will take. We're definitely very happy with that. But there's a method behind the way that you retarget. You need to set up a bunch of custom audiences, and you need to try a bunch of different angles at it. Like if you look at this retargeting campaign, we have a bunch of stuff going on that we tried. You definitely want to try things out to kind of see what works best, whether that's optimizing for purchases, whether it's optimizing for add to cart, whether it's a 1-day window or a 7-day window, whether you want to optimize for clicks or optimize for the conversion event. There's a bunch of stuff inside this that you can test, and you can test a bunch of different stuff, because typically, unless you have a really big retarget audience, you're not going to spend that much money. A lot of times you may have trouble even spending your daily budget on your retargeting ad set. So you can go ahead and just set up a whole bunch of different things and really see what sticks, what gets you impressions, and what leads to purchases. And that's, exactly what we did here. We just kind of threw a bunch of stuff out there, strategically, of course, but we were able to do that and kind of see what works, because you really don't know until you test. And also, like some of these, like this on a new thumbnail, we spent 2,600 and had about 21,000 in sales. That's pretty good. Also, with the retargeting, it always works better if you provide incentive to kind of take that next step. So in our retargeting campaigns, we offer 20% off. So we're giving that discount just because we want them to take that next step. We know that offering that discount is going to allow us to get the cost per purchase down. So we're still going to be profitable with this. So we don't look at it as a mindset of, we're losing 20% possible profit. We're looking at it as an angle is that someone is becoming a customer that may not have if we didn't incentivize them. And then since they like the product, they're going to buy it again and again and again and again. So from a business standpoint, it just makes a lot of sense. And your retargeting campaigns are always going to perform better if you offer them something that you didn't offer them the first time. So, you can try to just retarget the people who didn't get what you wanted them to do with maybe different messaging and things like that. And that works pretty well. That's still going to get you some results. But if you want the best results, think of the best offer that you can provide and, go for it and kind of see what happens. You see here, we're going to cost per purchase that's the cost per purchase is at a little over $3 per, which is just flat out amazing. So yeah, those are really the two things that I wanted to touch on with this brief case study video. If you do those things well, then you're definitely on your way to create winning Facebook ad campaigns. Thank you for taking the time to listen. Bye.